Welcome in, Proud Man Media, baby. Back with another live, man. Welcome in to the show, family. Welcome in. Man, what another tremendous day that we got today. We are less than 48 hours away from kickoff, man. What amazing time that we are about to witness against these corns, against the corn. Hey, do it. What's happening? Skull Buffs. The red is dead. You best believe it. It is dead. It is dead. Miss E. Willer, Todd Rose, Miss Jennifer, Trey. What up, Mac? Hey, man, we are here, man. We are less than 48 hours away from kickoff. Man, what a tremendous time. What up, Zion? Yes, Bryce Underwood. He will be at the USC game. He won't be here this weekend, but he's definitely pulling up to that USC game. Oh, man. I'm telling y'all right now, we got another quarterback who's coming up this weekend that's in the class of 25 for a QB. He's out of the state of Florida. We are low. If y'all paying attention, we got some of the top tier quarterbacks in the class of 25 coming to visit us. It's about to get magical. It's about to get magical in Folsom. I'm telling you right now, you can expect between 3 to 5 players to commit this weekend. This is about to be a magical weekend. Antoine Hill is coming for the Stanford game. Yes, that is correct. We got so many QBs that's coming on a visit in the class of 25. We've already offered 3 of them, 3 of the top quarterbacks in the class of 25, and they're all coming on a visit. Either this game, USC game, and then we got one coming in the Stanford game. So this is about to be something amazing. What Coach Prime is doing, right? Talk about winning, right? Winning in the right way. We don't just win on the field. We went off the field. We dominated in the classroom. We dominated in recruiting. And who don't want to be a Colorado Buff right now? Who do not want to be a Colorado Buff right now? You got to be crazy. Yes, Walker, the number 1 linebacker in the nation in the class of 24, will be at the USC game. He will be at the USC game. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Because Coach Prime got this thing rolling right now. And some of these players that's coming, right, over these next couple of weeks, between this week, next week, and the last week against USC, a lot of these players that's coming on a visit, they committed somewhere else. It's about to be pancake season. We about to be getting into flip season, baby. And so Coach Prime is dominating right now in the recruiting world. And the question of the day, right? Was this the most important hire for Colorado? We know the answer. But for those, who don't believe, right? Was this the most important hire for Colorado that they ever made in their history? Let that sizzle. Let that just sizzle in your spirit right now. Because we finna talk about it. Is Baker, offensive lineman, coming for a visit? He's already been on a visit before, but we're trying to get him on another visit here soon. Colorado has a bright future ahead of them. They are a new team to be with this era. The only game not sold out is Oregon State and Arizona. Sheesh. Hey, they're going to be sold out. Don't worry. They're going to be sold out. So let's get into the first segue, right? Was this the most important hire for Colorado? The answer is yes. The reason why this answer is yes, not only is Coach Prime bringing Colorado back to relevancy, but he's changing the way you look at college football, the way you market your university. I'll get into that in the next segment on the injury reports. So if there's anybody that you want to know about injuries, put it in the chat and I'll answer it for you. But we getting back to relevancy. We getting the top recruits to come in to the state of Colorado. And it's a very important time. Because who's been able to come in college football and just dominate college football? I'm talking about every headline, every headway, everything that you think about college football. You can't say college football. You can't talk about college football unless you talk about Colorado and Deion Sanders. Think about that. Coach Prime was just at an HBCU, and he comes in to Colorado, and you can't even say anything about college football unless you bring up Deion Sanders in Colorado. Whether you love him, whether you hate him, you can't be in the middle. You either gonna love him or you gonna hate him. But Coach Prime is changing the way college football is being ran. He's changing the landscape. And we got to be here for it. And we are here for it. Because for a lot of y'all that didn't believe that Coach Prime couldn't do this and couldn't do that, Coach Prime is showing y'all. He's showing y'all. Hey, we coming. We just getting started. Y'all thought this was a game, but y'all just didn't believe. Y'all thought we wasn't going to go out there and dominate because y'all didn't believe. But y'all starting to feel it. Y'all starting to feel. Y'all starting to see how we knocking on that door. And we about to really burst through that thing now. So this weekend, we finna go put on the show. We know we coming in here to dominate. We already know we coming in here to dominate. We got right. You know what else Coach Prime got right now? He got ESPN and Fox fighting amongst each other on who can get Coach Prime the most. Think about that. Just think logically about that, right? When you think about what Coach Prime is doing, right? Remember, they were 1-11. But you got ESPN and Fox fighting for who gets each game each week. Who else in America can do that? You can't even say Nick Saban and Kirby Smart did it because Fox and ESPN ain't never knocked down their door to get them on there. Only Deion Sanders had this magical power where he can get both of these companies to fight each other for headlines, for headways, to just be in the talks, right? Fighting for each game of the week. Who's going to get the coverage? Who's going to be in the national spotlight? Only Coach Prime is being able to do this. That's why this has been the most important hire that Rick George has made. We got to, if you see Rick George, if you come into the Nebraska game, I'm telling you right now, Rick George is going to be out in the public. If you see Rick George, just give him and salute this man and give him praise for being able to have the courage to go sign Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. Just give him the power, give him the glory. Because how many people will give Coach Prime this much headways to bring these cameras in, to allow his son to create his content? It's amazing, man. It is amazing. Fox got locked in on it. I can't even watch Fox Network without seeing at least one Colorado commercial. That's what I'm saying, Mac. When you think about how Deion Sanders has came in and changed the narrative of college football, you can't go nowhere on Fox. I don't care what you watch on Fox. You're going to see a Deion Sanders commercial. Hey, I can tell you right now, the celebrities are on their way to Boulder. I can tell you, everybody is on their way to Boulder today or tomorrow. Expect to see a lot of celebrities. Expect to see a lot of recruits. Expect dominance. Expect greatness. Because that's what's coming. Rick George thought out of the box. He actually burnt the box with Coach Prime hired. Listen, he was the only person that would give Prime exactly what he wants and let Coach Prime use all his resources in the right way to grow a university to a different level. Not only has Coach Prime, and listen, so Coach Prime got there in December, right? And we're in September. Coach Prime has accelerated Colorado's enrollment. He's taking that enrollment to a different level. That each class that they have at University of Colorado is overfilled. that cup that Coach Prime got is just overfilling with blessings. And University of Colorado is just reaping all the benefits. And you got to thank Coach, you got to thank Rick Joyce for that, for allowing this to be a success. But that was just topic number one. We gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna get into some of the things that y'all talking about right now. So, Trey, give my predictions for the depth chart this week. Yes, I can do that. Do you want the offense or defense, or what do you want from the depth chart speaking that you expect for predictions? If you offensive wise, I think it's gonna pretty much be the same. The only change that you'll see is probably running backs this week, but expect wide receivers to stay the same. Expect offensive. The only thing that'll change on the offensive line will be okay, I'll do it. All right, y'all want both? I'll give y'all both. All right, so wide receivers, right? Travis, Jimmy, Weaver, Javon. Bam, big four. All right. Offensive line, you got Tank, Landon Beebe, Ben Wells, Jack Bailey, Savion Washington. Running backs. All right, running backs. This is what we get into. It's going to be Dylan Edwards. You should see Otto, but expect Dylan Edwards and more Savion. Dylan Edwards, more Savion, and you should see a sprinkle with Hankerson and Otto. You might see Smoke. Don't be surprised if you see Smoke. We might play all 5 running backs this week. Excuse me. Defensive-wise, this is where you're going to see the real change. Defense is where you're going to see the real change. All right. So you should see D-Mac, Shane Cokes, Leonard Payne should start, but you'll see a lot of Bishop Thomas. And then on the other edge, they more than likely they're going to start Tosh Austin, but expect to see a lot of Savell Smalls, D.V. Harris, and Alden Walker. Expect to see a lot of them rotate on that defensive end. Linebackers. I know this is what y'all been waiting on. Linebackers, safeties. I know this is what y'all been waiting on. Linebackers, you should see Ham, DK, Juju Mitchell. You should see a lot of Juju Mitchell this week. You should see you will see Bentley, but you should see us run a 4-3 more than a 4-2-5 this week. You should see us run a lot more 4-3 this week. Corners, Travis, Cooper, safeties. All right. If we go 3 safeties, you should see Roger Ward, Shiloh, and Trevor Woods. If they go 2 safeties, it'll be Trevor Woods and Shiloh. So if we go, I'm predicting us to go 4-3 this week. I'm still waiting to hear back a couple things, but you should see us go 4-3 this week. So you should see Ham, DK, Juju, and then in the secondary, you should see Woods and Shiloh. So there's my prediction for the depth chart for the week. If there's anybody on the injury report that you want to know about, just drop it in the chat. I'll talk about it. I'm not going to address everybody, but if it's somebody in the if you got a question about injuries or anything like that in the chat, just drop it in the chat and I'll answer it. I don't see a close game. I want to see a comfortable lead. Let our walk-ons play in the fourth quarter. I would tell you this. Expect a heavy rotation on the defense. Keep them fresh. You should see a lot of rotation. You should see us getting pressure on the quarterback. So expect to see a lot of rotation on that defense. Expect for us to win. You know, I got us by plus between 10 and 14 points this week. I normally don't give out a prediction on that, but I got us 10, 14 points. I want to see what the backup QB can do. The backup QB this week should be still Ryan Stobbs and then Gavin, but we shall see. Let's see. A lot of schools will let Prime after this. Yes, a lot of people that didn't. And so here's the thing, right? And this is why I say you got to give Rick Joyce his flowers, right? I don't think Deion Sanders is going to leave. And this is just me talking. Why would Deion Sanders leave when he can get everything that he wants out of Colorado? He's about to help them create a baseball, like help them bring back a baseball team and build them a stadium, help them bring a softball team, right? He's about to grow the economics in Boulder like crazy. Any top recruit is going to want to come there. So it's like, what else can you offer Coach Prime that he won't get somewhere else? Just saying. ESPN still hating on CU with some of their analysts. Hey, listen. The only reason why that's happening is because Fox is in control right now of the narrative with Coach Prime. Best believe, come next week, that's all going to change because ESPN will be back in control because ESPN got the game next week. So that narrative has to change. And then on top of that, they're going to get to Oregon. They're going to get USC game. So then ESPN will have them for at least the next 3 weeks. Fox and ESPN are competing right now on who gets Coach Prime. All we got to do is just keep dominating and do what we do. Because while we're dominating, they're fighting. They're just generating more money to CU. Just know that, like, if you go to the fan store, the CU fan store on campus, everything was going to be sold out in there. Everything will be sold out. You can believe that. I want to see Trey Aikman, Dwayne The Rock come to Boulder. Hey, listen, you're going to see a lot of different people in and out of Boulder. You're going to see a lot of different people in and out of Boulder. Expect that. I do expect Wallow and Gilly the Kid, to be there this week. They normally always show up for Coach Prime home games. A lot of people that really rock with Coach Prime closely always come to his home games versus away games. So expect to see a lot of celebrities in the building this weekend. Expect to see a lot of different coverages. ESPN just mad Fox believed in Coach Prime and recapped in his benefits in the future. Yes. Hey, Fox dominated with the viewership. And I see how, like, they try to throw in, like, ESPN tried to throw in the viewership from the Florida State LSU game. Could you imagine if they would have put Coach Prime them on a Sunday, how much different the viewership really would have been? Because nobody's at work on Sunday and everybody can tune in and watch on Sunday. Those numbers would have been even more through the roof. Even more through the roof. What's the chance of Michael Jordan coming to Colorado? I would say slim. But anything is possible, you know. It is time for CUD line and linebackers to step up their game. They must play with the same attitude as their teammates. Travis Hunter's attitude is dominant. His opponents every play. You're going to see them step up. I'm telling you how this right now. You are going to see our defensive line and our linebackers play tremendously better this week than last week. I'm telling you, you're going to see a difference all week. I'm telling you right now. Sal has been on them boys like white on rice. He been on them boys. Hey, come with it. They know what's on the line. Everybody know it's rivalry week. The atmosphere is just different in Boulder. Like, when you walk up there, you going to feel the spirit. You going to feel it. When you walk into Boulder, if you come into Boulder this weekend, when you drive into Boulder, when you get into town, you are going to feel it. There's no way you won't. You are going to feel it this week. Joe Clatt had kind of doubt about the depth chart. Man, listen. You could doubt all you want. But when we give you this meal, hey, Prime says the full course meal this week. I think we'll see a lot more players. Listen, I told y'all we gave him an appetizer last week, right? We got everybody everybody is sitting in their mind. You know, you got more doubters because, like, they don't want to see Coach Prime win. All right. Now we didn't put the plate out there, right? So now we on that plate. So this week is about the plate, right? You got the entree. Now you're getting the plate, right? Then next week, you know, you're gonna get a little bit more, right? And we just building to Oregon and USC. Everything that we're doing right now is to bid up for Oregon and USC right now, right? The goal for the month is to go 5-0. 5-0. All right. We got to go 1-0 this week. Right? Focus this week. We're going 1-0. 1-0 for the week. All right. Once the week's done, we'll be 2-0. Then next week, we're going to go 1-0. All right. So always the main focus. Keep the main thing the main thing. Right now, we keeping the main thing the main thing. That's all we focus on. Keeping the main thing the main thing. Shout out to all the new subscribers in the building. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. This is Rob the Man Media, baby. Back with another live. I think Jack Wiltie will end up staying right side, and Landon Beebe will end up taking Jack Bailey's spot on the left side eventually. All those sacks last week came off the left side. Jack Bailey, I think he's going to stay in the lineup. If anything, they'll flip-flop them. They'll put Landon Beebe on the left side, and they'll put Jack Bailey on the right side, if anything. But I don't believe they'll take Jack Bailey out the lineup. The only way they'll take Jack Bailey out the lineup if you got Tyler Brown. Other than that, I don't see them doing it. I want to see more Willie Gaines. Expect Willie Gaines and Javon Antonio to go off this week. Expect them to go off this week. Hey, Willie Gaines finna get involved this week, bro. I'm telling you right now, when Willie Gaines see that field, Shedeur is going to find him. He's going to make sure he get him some touches. He is going to make sure he get him some touches. What up, Al Love? What up, Jordan? What up, Tremaine? Hey, Miss Pleasure Plump. Bailey's too small. He needs to gain 15 pounds. Hey, he's fine. He's fine, man. Our offensive line, they did their thing. What up, CJ? Shallow said on well media video. They got to make sure that all lights work on the scoreboard this week. I remember saying that for JSU first home game. They lit the scoreboard up. Listen, one thing I would tell you about Coach Prime, in his first home games, they always light the scoreboard up. Light that thing up like no other. I expect domination. Expect them to be lighting that thing up, putting a lot of points up. Hey, don't be surprised they put up a 50, a 60 piece on them. Don't be surprised. Hey, Miss Dolores. Did Arden Walker yes, Arden Walker played. He was the one who got the penalty for the late hit. When it was 3rd and 15, when we got the stop, Arden Walker was the one who got the penalty for that 15-yard passing, roughing the passer. What up, Extreme? Game this week will be up-tempo, fast, and quick. Yes, we are going to be so fast this week. We're going to be so up-tempo this week. It is going to be something, a sight to see. Because if you watched Nebraska last week and they couldn't, listen, they had no answers for that up-tempo last week. And they was playing against a team that didn't have the wide receivers that we had, that didn't have not just the wide receivers, but they didn't have the quarterback like Shedeur. So just imagine them not having net, and we got that. Imagine like they're gonna play a lot of zone and try to blitz us from all different places. But guess what? We're gonna be abusing them. We are going to be abusing them. Listen. Blitz all you want, because all you're going to do is open up holes and gaps for us to just take off. Because all it takes is for us to hit one of our wide receivers in stride, and y'all in this zone, and it's going to be 6 to the house. Don't be surprised if we break off a lot of 60 and 80-yard runs out of this offense this week, because Nebraska is going to play a lot of zone. They can't man up against us. You got to think about it. There's not a lot of teams that can really say, we're going to go man-to-man. We're going to go man-to-man against CU. You can't. There's too much speed out there, too much smoke. You got to pick your choice. And if you watched the game last week and what we did and how we destroyed that man-to-man, I promise you ain't going to be running man-to-man. I promise you that. You are going to see Nebraska in a lot of zone this week. You can expect it. It's going to be zone city. And guess what? Shedeur is going to be like this. Boop, boop, bing. Hey, he gonna be back there calling his mom, grandma, auntie, cousin, kin, folks. Hey, what's happening? Another 6 on the board. That's what Shedeur says it's gonna be. He's gonna be too comfortable back there. Too comfortable. I think Coach will use all the players this weekend, just because it's Nebraska. Nobody should be tired. Listen, what up, Reb? Expect a lot of players to play this weekend. Just expect it. everybody that y'all been wanting to see, that y'all been asking questions about, expect to see them this weekend. Expect to see them this weekend. And I'm telling you why. Not only are we going to dominate, right, but our backups are going to dominate. We are getting prepared for something greater. We ain't even got we getting prepared for this stretch run that we really about to make in the middle of the season and really take off. Everything that we doing right now, right? You're gonna see a lot of vanilla stuff. You're not gonna see us play a ultra aggressive because we don't want to put everything on tape. There's a lot of things that they practice, they work on during practice that you would never see in the game. Because we holding off because we know when we get to Oregon, when we get to USC, you're going to see us run something completely different. So we don't want to give up everything. That's why this week is all about getting the depth in, getting them experience, getting everything right, making all the tweaks, making all the adjustments for us to be even better. And so expect to see some vanilla things on defense and don't show a lot of things. But if we need to come and we really need to dial up the pressure, we coming with it. We coming with it, and that's for sure. Coach Prime has everything he needs at CU. He shouldn't leave anytime soon. That's exactly what I said. He's not. He's trying to stay humble, but I can see it on his face. He really want to play back. Listen, expect greatness. Expect players to play that you didn't think they was gonna play this week. Just expect it because it's gonna happen. Coach Prime office look like a house I wouldn't leave. Why? Hey, listen. Coach Prime got a mini house he's literally got a mini house inside the stadium. He got everything, right? He got a shower, a bathroom, you know. He's got a full walk-in closet. Like, he's got everything there. The TVs, the beds, everything, the workout equipment. You don't need to go nowhere. He go home because he has to, but do he really have to? Because if, you know what I'm saying, you don't really have to. He can just stay there and just be there. Dory, what it do? Yes, the next week game is a night game, and ESPN got it. So you can could you imagine what's really going to go on in Boulder next weekend, knowing that it's a night game? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. It's going down. Willie has some true dog in him. So just think about it, right? I know Weaver and Dylan Edwards back there on kickoff return last week, right? I want to see Willie get back there on kickoff return or get one of the punt returns. I want to see him get a kickoff or punt return this week. I think it's time. I know J5 going to start there on punt return, but I just expect sometime throughout that game to go ahead and put Willie Gaines back there, man, and just let him just take off. Willie Gaines just need one play. Just one play, and just let him take off. And let him shut the doubters up. Let him shut the doubters up because he's the one person from Jackson State that hasn't played yet that's going to shock the world. And they're going to see. They're going to see. Yes, he's going to remain loyal to CU. He ain't really got to go nowhere. J5 and Weaver are exciting to watch. They truly are. But guess what? You ain't really seen J5 take off. Like, really, like, catch one of them slants and just put that thing in fifth gear and take off. You might see that this week. You might see J5 just go to a different level and just take off to a whole nother level this week. Just watch. I want to see Willie play and stop whining. Hey, listen, man, that's just all fun and games, man. Give y'all something to talk about, man. Let's just give y'all something to talk about. Weaver is the truth. Those freshmen are amazing. Willie, hey, our freshmen gonna play. Our freshmen are gonna play this week. Hey, if it's one person on defense that I just want them to just rip the Band-Aid off and just let him fly around, it's Juju Mitchell. It's Juju Mitchell. I want them to let him fly around like no other. Just go out there and go dominate to another level. Go out there and show why we brought you in. This is your opportunity because I'm telling you right now, the minute Juju Mitchell gets on that field, I promise you, he's not coming off the field. I'm going to say this again. When Juju Mitchell gets on that field, I promise you, he ain't coming off that field. You can book that. You can book that. When they finally let DeMar Kennedy touch that field and just let him go out there and play, allow him to make mistakes. But he's not going to make a lot of mistakes like you think he is. When you let them two linebackers go out and do what they do best, and there's going to be playmakers, you're going to see our defense take off to another level. You're going to see our defense take off to another level like you ain't never seen. And see, the thing about it, with Juju and DeMar Kennedy, you can have Bentley as the middle linebacker. And you can let them be the outside linebackers and let them just wreak havoc. Let them wreak havoc. Because they both can. They both can rush the quarterback. They both can play in coverage. They both can go out and hit. They both can be physical. Let them go out there and do what they do best. And that's be playmakers. Dominant. Running sideline to sideline. I guarantee you this. If you got Juju and you got Mitchell out there, I said Juju and Mitchell. If you got Juju and you got DK out there at the same time, I guarantee you they're going to be flying to that ball. I promise you that. It ain't going to be no second, no third, no fourth guessing. It's going to be straight to the ball. Straight to the ball. We're going to have a collision. You're going to have to come see us. You're going to have to come see us. And that's what they saying. Hey, Juju is Coach Hart's new Aubrey Miller. I look at it like this. Juju is Aubrey Miller. DeMar Kennedy is Justin Houston. Think about that. Juju is Aubrey Miller. DK, Justin Houston. Let that sizzle. Let that sizzle. Let me know what you think. Let that sizzle in your spirit and let me know what you think. Trey, when he goes onto Mad Dog, I was like, bruh's tripping. Hey, Sal is the man. Hey, Sal getting that defensive line right. Sal is getting that defensive line right. Hey, our wide receiver group is loaded. It's loaded. Hey, one of these freshmen might go off this week. One of these freshmen, Amari Miller or Adam Hawkins, they might go off this week. They might go off this week. Hey, listen, we get up 14, expect the freshmen to be in there. And one of the freshmen catch one of them passes, hey, they might take off. They might take off. Hey, I'm just expecting us to be ready to go in the trenches, ready to dominate this week. Because this is the week where we really get to show who we are, what we gonna do, how we coming, and we got more to come. For all the naysayers that just think we only got 4 wide receivers, they gonna find out something this week. They gonna find out. Coach Styles cussed out that little dude coming off the bus about the wrong back. Hey, Coach Styles ain't playing, man. He ain't playing. He ain't playing. I would never want Coach Styles to be upset with me. Hey, Coach Styles or Coach Brew. Coach Brew, my guy. That's my guy. I don't think you would ever want to upset Coach Brew. Stand tall? You're going to be more than stand tall. Try Coach Brew if you want to. Try Coach Brew if you want to. They need to get the ball to the running backs, preferably more physicality. Listen, we are going to get that running game started this week. We are going to get the running game started this week. The way Nebraska plays defense with that 3-3-5, they're going to give us opportunities to run the ball. You're going to see them. Now, what I would say with Cavassier Smoke and Alto, here's what I'm telling y'all right now, right? Is it worth the risk of putting them out there right now or having them ready for Oregon and USC? Is it worth the risk right now or having them ready to go for Oregon and USC when we really gonna need them? Let them do what they do. Let the other 3 running backs do what they do, right? Guess what? We get to Oregon, USC. We got a fresh Auto. We got fresh Smoke. ready to dominate in the middle of the season, fresh, ready to dominate, knock some heads loose, run through some tackles, be super physical. That's when we gonna need them the most. So that's why I'm not worried about like Otto and Smoke not playing right now, because when it comes time and we get to the clutch time, we gonna need them, dog. Just give me the bag. Just give me the bag. Woody Gaines, one of the fastest players on the team, is one of the reasons why the wide receiver room stuff. The wide receiver room is immaculate. But what I will tell y'all, Coach Prime and the wide receivers, right? They do this year in, year out, right? They always rotate their wide receivers. You're going to start to see more rotation of the wide receivers. Bro, y'all is tripping, man. Get off Willie, man. Get off Willie. Coach Prime is about to go live on the CU page. He's going to be live in 30 minutes. They just testing out the equipment, but Coach Prime will be live at 12 o'clock. So this will be a shorter live today. Normally, I go about like hour 32 hours, but today I'm just going to go an hour because Coach Prime will be speaking at 12, and I don't want y'all to miss it. I don't want to miss it. So we're going to be there rocking out with Coach Prime, but that live should start at it will start at 12 o'clock when Coach Prime will be live. Willie Gain is a dog. He will be unleashed. That is true. Yeah, Coach Prime will be live on the CU's media page. So he'll be live at 12 o'clock, which will be about in 30 minutes. I'm saying 12 o'clock because it's 12 o'clock Colorado time because I'm in Colorado. But in 30 minutes, he'll be live. Shador will kill that zone. I noticed Shador doesn't like passing over the middle. Yes, he does. But he didn't have to. He didn't have to because the windows were open, right? We want to hit them boys in stride. I'll put Coach on the show on another device. He going live in 30 minutes. Nebraska fans still holding on to them running the football on us. Listen, we going to shut all that down. We going to shut all that down. Rob, you are right. Holding some of the surprises in the bag will get closer. Hey, listen. I'm telling y'all right now, we are holding back so much stuff that y'all think like, man, that's going to be a problem. Man, this is going to be a problem. Man, this person ain't playing. That person ain't playing. There is a purified reason why some of these players ain't playing. And it ain't got nothing to do that we don't need them. But would we rather have them ready to go for Oregon and USC or right now? I would take my chances of having everybody that I really, really count on, that I really came there to be the guy, be ready to go for Oregon and USC than right now. I'd rather win right now knowing that we're going to be ready to go healthy with the dogs that we need that we need to beat Oregon and USC than putting them out there and they not ready to go and they not healthy. And it's part of the reason why when you talk about our defense and what we need to do, I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of offensive plays that you ain't gonna see until Oregon and USC that you're gonna be like, oh my God, why didn't they do that earlier? There wasn't no reason. But we're gonna establish the line of scrimmage this week and we're gonna run the ball. Coach Prime has at least 3 years at CU. Charlemagne is still there until 26, can't transfer again until she graduates. Hey, Coach Prime gonna be there, man. I ain't even tripping. Y'all see what they doing in that class of 25 and recruiting? You know Coach Prime ain't going nowhere. Look at just think about it. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I suggest you follow me, which is now called X. I suggest you follow me. All the recruits that we got coming in over these next couple of weeks majority of them are in the class of 25. Or in the class of 25. Like, they are loading up tremendously in the class of 25 because they know what? Guess what? Shador ain't gonna be there. Travis ain't gonna be there. Right? You ain't gonna have Jay Fodder. You ain't gonna have Weaver. You're not gonna have Javon Antonio. Hey, we are loading up in class of 25 right now. Expect some class of 24 people, recruits to be there this weekend. But the class of 25 is going to be tremendously loaded by CU. There are a lot of recruits from the class of 25 that's going to be in Boulder over these next couple of weeks. I guarantee J5 burn them Juju's getting off this week. Watch. Hey, this is week. This is his week. Hey, I got him. So my starters at the linebackers right now. I got Ham, Demore Kennedy, and Juju Mitchell. That's what I got starting this week. Those are my 3 starting linebackers. Bentley's in the rotation, but we gonna see. If our whole team is healthy with Travis J and B Gant and also full time, I see us beating Oregon USC. Listen. The minute, I'm telling you guys right now, the minute Travis J and B Gant is healthy, it's gonna be some problems. Telling you this right now, it's gonna be some major problems. Because guess what? If B Gant was healthy right now, I'm literally telling you, B Gant, DeMar Kennedy, and Juju Mitchell. Those are 3 starting linebackers. And there's going to be some problems. Some major freaking problems. You're going to put Travis J in at that he's either going to play corner or he's going to be that star safety that's in the box. With Shiloh. With a Slushy that's going to be coming back healthy. With a Woods. With a Cam. With a Roger Ward. I'm telling y'all, our defense still got a long ways to go, and they're going to be improving each week, week by week by week. We ain't even healthy yet on defense. We're not even healthy yet on defense. So could you imagine what our defense really going to look like when we all get healthy? Could you imagine what our defense is going to look like when we get fully healthy? We're going to be causing headaches and problems. We're going to be causing headaches and problems on defense when we get fully healthy. I don't agree with everything you're saying. I agree with DeMar Kennedy and Juju needs to start. Hey, you ain't got to listen to me. I always say that. You ain't got to listen to me. But when you see it on the field, just know you heard it here first. That's all I'm going to say. You ain't got to agree with me. But when you see it on the field, just know you heard it first. Jordan Dominic needs to get more burn. All right, so let me speak upon this, right? Jordan Dominic was hurt. He came back. That's the real reason why he didn't start. You didn't see him play a lot at TCU. There is a possibility that he might start this week. Him and D-Mac might start, or Austin. You can go either way. But you will see more of Jordan Dominic this week because he is back from his injury. But he was out for about a week or so. That's why you didn't see Jordan Dominic. He did dress. He did get in the game. But that's why you didn't see a lot of Jordan Dominic. That's the reason why. That's what I'm saying. Willie needs to realize he's explosive. I'm so glad Coach Prime brought up the race factor. The TCU fan base is dumb. They are getting the players. Hey, listen. Coach Prime ain't no idiot at all whatsoever. James Houston is the name who's a player at the Detroit Lions. Yes, James Houston, yes. I just like how excited Juju was on the sideline this weekend. He was at TCU's face when they were all over there. He was hyping them guys up. He has the energy. Hey, listen, when Juju finally hits that field, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. I feel like Smoking Savion is meant for this game. They are. Hey, man, Savion is different, man. A lot of people underestimate Savion, but Savion is different. And I'm telling you that right now. Savion is different. For all y'all, I know Welloff just dropped. And Lil Wayne had a message for Colorado. Rob is a real analyst. Hey, listen, man. I just know some that know some that know some. I might know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Hey, you never know what you might get from me. But, hey, we gonna see. Because hey, Mac, you know something about something. Hey, that's all I'm going to say. You know something about something. But, hey, we going to leave it at that. They have to play Colorado State at least. Hey, listen, they're gonna abuse Colorado State next week. They're gonna abuse them, but we gonna wait because we ain't there yet. But we gonna get there next week. They're gonna abuse them. These guys want to go to the league. They have to play to get noticed. Hey, listen, they fine. Hey, listen, we got too many dogs. So if you don't know, Coach Prime will be going live on the Colorado Football channel. If you look up Colorado Football, it should come up on the YouTube channel. I like that you were last week about Trevor Woods. Willie G needs to show me. Hey, listen, they gotta show me. That's all I'm saying. Hey, listen, gotta show. Y'all know how Miles Slushy got hurt, right? Yeah. When people at the press asked Coach Prime about Kermani, Prime pretty much was like real and said he ain't ready. I was like, wow. Mac, stop it, bro. Stop. Stop. Winston Watkins, baby. Hey, he about to be a problem. He about to be a problem, and he recruiting a lot of guys in that class of 25. He recruiting a lot of guys in that class of 25. I can tell you that. Wilkinson, the running back, ran out of bounds late in the game, and he was supposed to, and ran into Slusher. Gotta stay in bounds, man. Gotta stay in bounds. Miller and Hopkins will be the guys in 25. Hey. Winston Watkins is gonna be that deal in class in 25. I promise you that. Winston Watkins, you can't. All right, so listen. You know how we got Miller and Hopkins right now? We got Aaron Butler. We're gonna have Winston Watkins in class 25. And we got two more flips that we gonna have. I'm not gonna tell you who, but we got two flips that's gonna come. That's gonna be here in the class 24. That's gonna be there for class 25. Best believe that. I'm just going through everybody, making sure I got everybody. Max, this weekend's press conference before the game, it's like they did last week. Yeah, it is like they did last week. It's an every week show that they do it every Thursday at noon Colorado time. They do it. When I said money wasn't ready, they told me I was crazy. I'm gonna leave this alone. Cause y'all know. Y'all know. I'm gonna leave that alone. Jonas, you and Mac, man, y'all always get me started, man. Y'all always get me started. What is Coach Prime supposed to address today? You're gonna find out. But I do know one thing. There are a lot of media passes that was given out. So we're gonna see. Aaron Butler and Saquon Lewis as well. Hey, listen, we got a lot of people that's gonna come in. We got two people that's gonna get flipped. That you're gonna see on offense. I'm trying to tell you. Can we please send Brian to the transfer portal and have him cover baseball? I know there's no baseball. Actually, CU has a baseball team, but it's a club team, which is like really the baseball team, but they just play as a club. And they actually be going out there and dominating teams that have a Division I team, like actually have a baseball team. They actually go out there and dominate. They actually made it to the College World Series last year. It's crazy, right? CU actually has a baseball team that is considered as a club team. And they made it to the World Series, and they beat some ranked teams last year. So, hey, but I wouldn't just say him, Lawrence. There's a couple of people that need to get sent to the transfer portal. But we ain't going to speak on no names. But we need to send some people to the transfer portal for sure. I don't think our defense played to a full potential. Wait till they get right. Listen, we got a lot of people. But I'm going to open up the calls. I'm going to open up for anybody that wants to call in right now because I'm jumping off in 10 minutes so we can watch the Coach Prime interview live for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. If you want to give your thoughts, you're more than welcome to jump in. We got 10 minutes and I'm jumping off. So go ahead. If you want to jump in, you don't got to put your face on camera. You can just come in and talk. All I ask is just no cursing on the channel. No cursing on the channel. That's all I'm gonna ask. The transfer portal will be loaded. Listen, busy. There's already people on the phone that already dialed up Coach Prime right now. There's already players that's already in the transfer portal. They just ain't made it publicly yet. There's already players in the transfer portal. There's already players that have reached out to Colorado that wants to come. Just saying, they already there. We about to load up. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Talk to me. Breezy, talk to me. If you're trying to talk, you might be on mute. All right.
My volume was down. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Talk to me.
Yeah, I said my boy Alton McCaskill need to get in the game this week.
Hey, he's gonna be ready, man. One thing.
You think they need to sit to be ready? I think they need to play to be ready.
They do, but if we can give him one more week and have him ready to go for next week and let him just go off and get what he needs to get and get his work in for Oregon and USC, you want to take that extra week?
I mean, what if he got an extra week and he ready? An extra week to be ready.
I'm not saying you're wrong in that situation.
Because if he play Colorado State, that's one game, and then he play Oregon. That's,
Yeah, but that's how I see with like I just know how Coach Prime operates when he do certain things, and I look at certain things, and that's why I'm just trying to get you prepared for it. I want Alton McCaskill to play. Don't get me wrong, but there is a reason why Coach Prime is holding him back. There's a reason.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Do you watch like FS1, like Colin Cowherd show?
I watch everything.
You notice how they low-key trying to push more black quarterbacks out because it's a lot more coming in?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I heard what he said this morning. Me and my dad was talking about. That's crazy. He named I think 10 or 9 straight black quarterbacks that might be out the league next year or not starting because how many quarterbacks coming in?
But
he named CJ Stroud too, who ain't even played a game yet. That's crazy.
Well, you gotta think about it. What's really starting to take over and what's starting to dominate, right? That's the key, right? They're trying to control the narrative some way, somehow, right? And so when you look at the NFL owners, right? Who do they really want to see shine?
Them. Ones who look like them.
You just got to keep it real, right? They want to see the people that resonates to them, right? If you don't resonate to them, it's hard for them to sell that. They wanted to be able to market and sell things, right? And so why do you think so many people was upset with Tom Brady retired? Why do you think Tom Brady took so long to retire? It was more behind it.
Man, that was him. I don't know about that one, but I see a lot of quarterbacks not getting pushed out like Sam Darnold. It's just a lot of dudes that Kenny Pickett, but he want to name CJ Stroud and players like that. It's a big bias going on that should be talked about.
But who's dominating the headlines right now?
Huh?
Who's dominating the headlines right now? What QB?
The name? What QB's the name?
No, I'm saying if you watching the shows, right? What quarterback is dominating the headlines right now?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Lamar, Mahomes.
No, sir. That ain't it.
Dak Prescott.
Nope. The quarterback that's dominating headlines right now is Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers too. It's a lot of quarterbacks.
No, the reason why I'm saying that, right? Because Tom Brady ain't there, right? Now you got Aaron Rodgers. So now, why do you think that they want the HB show at the Jets, right? I'm just telling you how this works. It's a marketing thing, right? They got to keep one of their type of people in front, right? It's not saying that, people gonna talk about the Dallas Cowboys because they're the Dallas Cowboys. That's just what it is, right? But when you really sit there and break down, right, they've been talking about Aaron Rodgers more than any quarterback in in the NFL. Like, there ain't other quarterbacks out there.
Because he's the biggest quarterback in the NFL right now. Because Brady gone.
He's not the biggest quarterback. He ain't even won no Super Bowl in a
I
long
guess you
time.
you could say it's Mahomes, but it's him and Aaron Rodgers for sure.
I'm just saying, like, you gotta really start to sit back and really think about what's really going on, right?
Yeah.
And the way they doing with these quarterbacks, it's the same reason why they doing this to Coach Prime. Why they
Seeing
want
how
to see
they
Coach
push
Prime win?
yeah. They bad on it on Coach Prime. That's why they didn't want us to win so bad. But any football fan with real knowledge of the game knew that Colorado wasn't gonna lose.
Hey, listen, there's a reason and there's a why behind everything that these people are doing. Coach Prime is just a marketing genius, and they can't beat Coach Prime. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah.
When you're a marketing genius and you can take things to a different level, right? And you're not, you don't move the way other people move, or you don't move the way they want you to move, people hate you.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to look at, right? Why do you think Coach Prime got this following? He got this bagging because he see what the media is trying to do. We see it. We ain't done. We ain't oblivious to it. But when you talk about college football, you got to talk about Coach Prime. You got to talk about Colorado. It ain't nothing you can do about it.
We're the
Because
biggest topic
Coach
right
Prime
now. Colorado, the
presence,
biggest topic.
well, no, it's not even that. Coach Prime presence is just dominating. And what he said, he's not scared to say what's on his mind. A lot of these coaches at the Division I level is scared to say what's on their mind because they're afraid they might lose their job. Coach Prime ain't the
Black
only black.
coaches.
Coach Prime ain't the only black coach in the Power Five.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just the only one that's gonna speak up and just gonna tell you what's real. When everybody get on what Coach Prime say, everybody got some opinion and say what Coach Prime say. But I've seen a lot of these, non-African American coaches say stuff, and they stuff don't get blown up because it's normal for them. But when Coach Prime brings something to light, it's different.
He got a
And so
voice.
his voice is powerful, and that's what they don't like. Anytime you can go on somewhere and you can dominate at a high level, people gonna hate you for no reason.
Especially he got a voice to the youth and to the older audience, so they know it's bad.
He's got a voice to everybody, not just there's no in between. He's got a voice to everybody, and that's where the domination comes in at. Because Coach Prime can go to any one of these recruits' house. It does not matter where they live at across the country. He can go in there and he can resonate with them. Not a lot of coaches can. Because you want to know the first thing that the coach be asking, hey, where you live at? Hey, what's your neighborhood? Hey, what's the scenery around you? And they're going to send a coach that can relate to that. But the head man not going to go there. Well, Coach Prime going to go pull up no matter where it is. And that's the part that they don't like. Coach Prime can get on ESPN right now. Coach Prime can get on Fox. He can come do an interview with me right now. That's just what it is. Not every coach in America is going to do that. And on top of that, Coach Prime keep receipts and he going to respond. He ain't going to let you get away with nothing. He going to respond. And they don't like that.
But
Just
hey, I
saying.
respect your opinion though, bro.
Hey, man, thank you for tuning in to the channel, man. I do this every day, weekly, at this same time slot, man. We go on here, we talk about football, man. We just kick it, man. I see everything. I'm not afraid not to talk about nothing outside of Colorado football, man. We talk about everything on here. But appreciate you tuning in. I'm about to jump off because Coach Prime interview is about to start here in about a minute. So I'm about to jump off so everybody can enjoy the interview. I will be back on later on today, man. Salutes to everybody that's tuned in. This is Rob the Man Media, baby. Back with another live, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, man, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to have this show. So I appreciate you guys. Salute.